living in a constant state of stress. And when I think about our community who are thinking about dating, and I think about friends in my life that are trying to find romantic love, especially in their life, and their feeling around dating, mentally, physically, emotionally, is stressful. The idea of dating is stressful. The idea of being on a date is stressful. The idea of talking to someone is stressful. And it's so interesting. You're so right that how are you going to create when all of your emotions around this is stress? You've got the stress of a timeline. Gosh, I'm in my mid-30s. I should have found someone by now, is things I hear. Oh, I'm in the stress of, I've been out on 7 dates in the last couple of months and none of them were good enough. And so I'm in the stress of scarcity. And so you're so right. That's what we're feeling. How do we get out of that system and that cycle? Because a lot of the time we've developed that feeling towards finding romantic love for like weeks, months, years.
Yeah.
How do you break that cycle?
There's nothing wrong with doing any of those things. But when we're stressed, we're altered. That stress is when we're out of balance. We're not ourselves, right? We can't relax and be authentic. And so typically, it usually takes a crisis or a disease or a diagnosis or a trauma or a loss or a betrayal for a person to really decide, is this really who I want to continue to be? So my message is, why wait for that, right? So there's nothing wrong with saying, I want to be in a relationship. I want the following things in a relationship from this person, or what might be my ideal relationship.
How detailed should you get on something like that? Like, should you be talking about physical things, or is it mainly emotional and connectedness? Like,
I think people have an image in their mind of what they like or what their type is or whatever. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I think what people are really looking for is connection and joy. Like, people should be in a relationship. The reason they should be in a relationship is to be overjoyed to be with the person that you're with, right? You want joy in your life. For me, it would make sense then if the person got very clear on what they wanted, then they should start on the journey to become that very person. They should really work on being that very person that they want. So there would have to be some change that they would have to make in order to be worthy enough to create a person that they would attract in their life. And we cannot attract anything in our life that we feel separate